you were here, I'd hand you the remote because you're right on the money. Right now, dew points are in the low to mid 70s, and same with the temperatures at the moment. No fog to worry about, but as we move through the morning, you know those temperatures and that humidity are just going to be bumping up from here. I want to help you get out the door for that Monday morning commute. Doppler radar is looking nice and dry. Even the East Coast is quiet this morning, but that will change as we move through the rest of the afternoon. The wind at the moment is primarily coming out of the east, anywhere between 5 and 7 miles per hour, 7 down in Naples. And that wind is going to be a big driver for the weather trend that we see later on this afternoon. And when we take a look at the predictor, you could see what I'm talking about. As we move through your morning and also your lunch hour, we'll be dealing with a mix of sun and clouds. But later on this afternoon, you could see that primarily easterly flow meeting with the sea breeze is going to cause most of our inland areas to see a lot of the rain today, at least a majority of it. Some of our coastal communities could be dealing with an isolated storm or two, but that's who will see most of the rain today. An isolated storm in the evening hours, also not completely out of the question, especially for southern parts of southwest Florida. And then tomorrow, we do it all over again. Starting off your morning with a mix of sun and clouds. Later on in the afternoon, you're going to have that sea breeze meet that also primarily easterly flow. But this really does pin the storms to our coastal communities. Things quiet down after sunset, and then the weather trend really doesn't change until later on in this work week. Getting a check of your marine forecast, your marine boating forecast shows some scattered storms out in the Gulf are a possibility, so keep your eye to the sky. That wind coming out of the east-southeast, anywhere between 5 and 10 knots, 2-foot seas, and also a light chop on the inland water. I want to get you a quick check of the tropics. They were busy this weekend. We had Hurricane Hannah, which is now a tropical depression that is over the Mexican area at the moment. And then we have a tropical wave that we're watching out in the Atlantic. So really quick, tropical depression Hannah, as you can see, is located over Mexico at the moment. As it moved across the Texas-Mexican border, the mountainous terrain really broke that storm up. And then we have that area that we're watching over in the Atlantic. And this is what the models are showing it could do over the next several days. National Hurricane Center is giving it an 80% chance of developing over the next 48 hours. You could see models, even though we are very far out, have it skirting the east coast of Florida. And there you can see that high development percentage that I was just talking about. Moving closer to home, a little bit sunnier and nicer weather for us to worry about for today. Highs close to 92 degrees. That temperature trend does stick with us for the next several days. Overnight lows in the mid 70s. Scattered storms and showers in the afternoon for the beginning of your work week.
Well, a local